Okay, we're up to our last step now, and that's to print out our set of documentation. And when I say print out, what I really mean is we're going to print this out as a PDF file so that it can be uploaded for assessment to Moodle, and I'll be able to mark it. I'll also be able to then transfer that into a folder which will be sent off at the end of year for your final moderation. So how do we go about that? We come to our pull down, we go into print, select out of your printers Adobe PDF. If you don't have Adobe PDF Writer in there, if you go to the Moodle site, there is a link to a PDF creator which does the same job, and you'll need to have a look at the little video that goes with that to see how to use it. But it will be very similar to what we're doing here with the Adobe PDF. But most people will have Adobe PDF now. Speak to me if you don't. So I'm selecting Adobe. Whoops, I don't want to fax it. I'm selecting Adobe PDF. Now there's a couple of things we need to change here. I want to just go in and check the properties. I don't want letter size. I want A3, or I could even choose A2 size because that's what we're printing out to. So it's not as if we're going to print these out to a printer, and if we do, we'll scale them down anyway. We want to have some paper quality that is good, so the default settings, instead of being standard, I suggest you go to probably press quality, or remember that whatever you choose, it will take longer. For your final, big diagram, big drawings right at the end of the year, I suggest you go to the high quality, but at this time I'm only going to go press quality and OK that. I want to print selected sheets, and don't forget to click once you've clicked on that, you can then click on combine multiple sheets into a single file. If you leave it on that one, you'll get your cover sheet, your site plan, etc., all saving as separate PDF files. We want it all together, so make sure you've got those two collected, and then we click on select. I don't want to print any views, so I'm unticking those, and these are, just make sure they probably come up looking like that, but you can go check all. We want all of those. If there's one there that you don't want, you just uncheck it. And OK, and then OK again. It just brings up a little message there, don't worry about that. And now it's asking for you to save it. I'm going to put mine on the desktop at this stage, and what I want you to do is, if it's a draft, I want you to write draft. So if it's before the due date and you're sending it up to me for me to have a look at and give some feedback to you on, then you'll put in draft. If it's your final one for assessment, make sure final is in there. Okay, and you can even put draft 1, draft 2. Start out with the first draft being 1 and then build up from there. So I'm just putting in here final and save, and you can see that that is working now, producing that PDF. Will take a little bit of time, and if you pick high quality it will take even longer, but it's not too bad. And we'll bring that in. Now it actually has put them in, but they need to be rotated, so you can rotate those. I've got to remember where to do that now. It is up here somewhere. Rotate views, here we go. And I want to rotate those clockwise. Okay, so that's it. And we can go through now. Don't worry about that blue box, it's just something that comes up on my machine. We can go through and have a look. There's our title page. Our footings are looking good. Probably could have dragged those out just a little bit. So if you see things in there once you've got your PDL printed out, you might want to go back in. Now some of that is not great printing, so what I might do is go back in again and show you what the high quality one looks like compared to this press quality one. Okay, but there they all are. So I'll close that one down and do the same thing again, but this time in the Adobe PDF properties I'm going to print high quality print. Okay, and all these settings are exactly the same, and we can click OK, close, and I'm going to save this as the same one. Where is it? Here. I'll just go to the top of the old one. And you can see this is taking just a little bit longer than the other one did. And here it is again. And if you zoom in, you get some pretty clear, it's pretty clear once you start to zoom in. And if we go to the next page, see that's pretty good there. So that's coming along quite nicely. Yep, that looks good. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could print that out to an A3 piece of paper as well if you wanted to, if you had an A3 printer, so that you can see what it actually looks like on paper. It's probably a good idea to do that too. So there we go, and I hope this set of tutorials has assisted you in starting to learn Revit, which, as I said at the start, is a massive program. It does a lot of things, and in the time that we have, we can only scratch the surface, but it is the program that is used all around the world now for architectural, structural and civil drawing, and so by using this you are well up to date with how architects and drafters are using computer programs and BIM technology. Okay, well done.